Welcome to the Just Hard podcast, where real nurses have real conversations about the tough stuff. Because in nursing, hard isn't the enemy, it's the making of you.
We are your hosts. I'm Chelsea Justice.
And I'm Lisa Harding.
We are two nursing faculty who believe in teaching with honesty, heart, and a whole lot of practical wisdom. We know that nursing school isn't just challenging, it's transformative, and we are here to help make that transformation clearer, more doable, and yes, even a little fun.
Every episode, we'll break down the hardest concepts in nursing, show you how they actually show up in practice, and give you the tools to think like the nurse you're becoming. We'll share our real-world stories, the lessons we learned the hard way, and the moments that pushed us and our students to grow.
And today we have a very special guest, our first guest and our very own SimTech, soon to be RN, Jesus.
DJ Chewy!
Hey!
So settle in, breathe deep, and remember,
It's just hard, and we can do hard things. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Just Hard podcast. Today's episode is the case of the Vanishing Perfusion, a Sherlock Holmes-style sepsis investigation.
In the quiet hours before dawn, London fog pressed against the ward windows. Inside, a far more troubling fog settled over a man whose condition had unraveled with alarming speed.
Lisa, look at him. He was talking earlier, now his breathing is shallow, his heart's racing, and his skin is warm and clammy.
Observe the modeling on his shins. It's not random. It's a clue. Map is falling. Perfusion is slipping away.
Sepsis?
A rebellion in the bloodstream. We need lactate, blood cultures, and fluids.
And with that, the investigation begins. Clue number 1. What sepsis is. Before the detectives could chase the culprit, the villain had to be named.
Sepsis is a life-threatening organ dysfunction caused by dysregulated host response to infection.
Not the infection itself, it's the body's catastrophic overreaction.
Clue number 2. The microthrombi mystery. But the defining the villain was the only beginning.
The cold skin, the modeling, the organ decline, that's microemboli, right?
Exactly. Tiny clots form everywhere. Kidneys, liver, brain, gut, skin. They choke perfusion from the inside.
A microscopic crime spree.
It can progress toward DIC, but that belongs to the next semester. For now, microclots, worsening organ failure.
Clue number 3. The cytokine conspiracy. Next, the detectives uncover the riot within the vessels. Massive vasodilation.
The vessels fling themselves wide open and pressure collapses instantly.
Capillary leak.
Endothelial walls become porous. Fluid escapes like fog slipping under a door. Maldistribution of blood flow.
Perfusion retreats to the core. Extremities grow cold, pale, and mottled.
Endothelial injury.
The vessel lining itself is damaged, amplifying the chaos and organ dysfunction.
Clue number 4. Lactate. The calling card. The detectives turn to the next clue.
Low perfusion forces cells into anaerobic metabolism.
And lactate rises like smoke after a gunshot. Greater than 2 is concerning. Greater than 4 is full alarm.
Clue number 5. Identifying the source plus the cultures merged. Every mystery has its list of suspects.
Lungs, urinary tract, abdomen, skin, soft tissue, surgical wounds, or any line or catheter.
And while we often pan culture in practice, get a culture of everything, the sepsis bundle officially requires only blood cultures before antibiotics.
Right, so that's a good point. So we only, the sepsis 1 hour bundle includes only the blood cultures, but often in practice, we would want to say, do we pan culture? Pan meaning everything, like the pandemic, right, Lisa?
Yes.
So we draw 2 sets of blood cultures, then we add urine, sputum, or any wound cultures as indicated.
Interview the suspects before the arrest.
Antibiotics. Scotland Yard arrives. Evidence collected, reinforcements have arrived.
First, we start with broad-spectrum antibiotics. These must be given within the first hour. Delay increases mortality.
What if we can't get our cultures?
We document why, and we give antibiotics immediately. We never withhold life-saving treatment for a missed draw.
Cultures guide therapy, antibiotics save lives. If we can't get those cultures within 1 hour, we start the antibiotics regardless.
Hear ye, hear ye! A public notice for all citizens. This is our unsponsored commercial for vancomycin. Are you becoming tormented by a stubborn gram-positive menace? Fever, rash, a sense of impending microbial doom? Introducing vancomycin, apothecary-strength justice for gram-positive scoundrels.
Side effects may include a reddened visage, ringing ears, and kidneys filing a formal complaint. Use with intention, monitor with vigilance. Vancomycin.
This was approved by the Royal Society of Infectious Detectives.
Welcome back to the Just Hard podcast, but we do want to interrupt this uninterrupted commercial break. We do have 2 more unofficial sponsors that we would like to take a snapshot in this little commercial message.
Hear ye, hear ye! A public notice for all citizens. The Queen's decree, 30 ml per kg, fluid resuscitation.
The realm needed pressure, and quickly.
Vasodilation opens every vessel like a floodgate, and capillary leak drains volume into the tissues.
So we don't just restore pressure, we store volume, preload, circulation.
And oxygen delivery. That's why 30 mils per kg isn't arbitrary, it's physiology.
But which fluid should we trust? Normal saline or lactated ringers?
Well, science says that lactated ringers is the best choice because that helps us to convert to bicarb by the liver and reduce that acidosis. However, it's a little expensive and it's not always commonly available, so most providers will order the initial bolus based on normal saline.
So both isotonic crystalloids, although normal saline has a higher chloride load. So if there's no contraindications, lactated ringers.
With fluids delivered, the detectives reassessed.
MAP, mentation, urinary output, perfusion.
If MAP still won't rise, our second commercial non-sponsored.
Septic shock.
The villain revealed its true form.
MAP is less than 65, lactate is greater than 2 despite fluids, and this means septic shock.
Time for escalation. So if your patient doesn't respond to that 30 ml per kg fluid bolus, as in their blood pressure and perfusion, still in the toilet, patient needs a vasopressor.
Escalate, escalate!
Mm-hmm.
Vasopressors, the king's guard, when fluids alone cannot restore order.
We summon medications that constrict vessels and raise mean arterial pressure by force.
Powerful, precise, essential.
The villain's damage became clear.
The organs are now being affected. Kidneys fail, lungs progress towards ARDS, liver labs can climb, the brain grows confused, skin turns cold, pale, mottled.
Coagulation can progress towards DIC, but that's for next semester.
The patient's fate, and now the detectives awaited the turning point.
After fluids, antibiotics, and close monitoring, his MAP began to climb.
His lactate fell, his mentation cleared. He whispered, "What happened?"
We told him the truth. His body had turned against him, but we caught it fast.
By the next day, his urine output returned, his breathing slowed, and the mottling faded like fog lifting from a London street.
And so the case reached its end. Not every sepsis story closes this way. Many slipped into the shadows before the clues are even seen. But tonight, vigilance prevailed. Remember this case. Remember how quietly sepsis enters, how quickly it unravels, and how urgently the detectives must act. For in the world of sepsis, hesitation is fatal, but recognition is power. This has been the case of the Vanishing Perfusion.
It's just hard. but you can do hard things. Think sepsis, save a life.